land of many waters, lies on the northeastern coast of South America. Although it has experienced several consecutive years of positive growth, Guyana remains amongst the poorest countries in the Americas. The region of Barima-Waini, Region 1, located at the northwestern extremity of the country, is one of the hinterland regions in Guyana. These areas, due to their physical isolation, are economically undeveloped and present high levels of poverty.
I'm born and grew in this community. Right? That's 65 years of it. I was a laborer. We do like subsistence farming. Planting a bit of cassava, a plantain, pine, ginger.
Before the project, I have to go far for water, and it is very difficult. Every day I wash, cook, and clean. Before I got the water tank, me and my children got sick with diarrhea. When I got sick, I can't do any housework.
Region 1's population is mainly composed of indigenous Amerindian communities. Their limited access to safe water and sanitation facilities causes a widespread of communicable diseases.
The objective of this project is to improve sustainable access to safe drinking water and basic sanitation, and enhancing hygiene knowledge and practices in Hinterland Communities of Region 1 in Guyana. So it contributes to the reduction of water, sanitation and hygiene-related diseases, and the reduction of child and maternal mortality among the targeted population. This project is funded by the European Union and the French Red Cross. It is implemented by the Guyana Red Cross Society in collaboration with the French Red Cross. We are working locally with the Red Cross volunteers from the communities. We are also working with community leaders and the regional authorities.
The Red Cross has been here before this project here. It was sometime back in 2008 when they started maybe the first phase of this whole program. They were here, and we did a lot of work during that period of time. We are seeing the results coming out of the projects, where communities are now able to have proper drinking water. They are now able to have proper toilet facilities. The results are, it's there, it's obvious as you go into communities.
The project is implemented in the subregions of Maruca and Mabaruma, and we work in some 23 communities. Guyana Red Cross has to work with community, and that includes their leaders. It may be teachers, schools, local authorities, religious leaders.
The rudimentary settlement of the Amerindians calls for a major need for enough safe water to drink and cook. It is with this thought that the rainwater harvesting system was developed.
Rainwater is a clean source of water. The forest itself is guaranteeing us that we also have a pretty consistent source of rain. The rainwater harvesting system is a very simple system for rainwater that is used by many households around the world. In many cases, it's a catchment area using rainwater off of a roof. We have on that a flush system that is important to take the first set of rain that comes to wash off the roof and the gutter and the pipe. So the rainwater harvesting system is one of the most suitable systems for our households.
My name is Neron Henry. Before we have the tank, I used to fetch water from the lake, and now it's easier for me because we have the black tank. Now I can play more and study more.
In regards to sanitation and hygiene, adapted FAST and CLTS methodologies were used in the communities.
First of all, we get the community to be aware of the situation they have in terms of hygiene at home, and then we get them to practice some of the things we're talking about. They also identify what their hygiene problems are, and by themselves to come up with their own solutions, so they go and implement that in their own homes. Then some people take immediate steps to begin to improve or to ensure that human waste disposal is done in a safe manner. And what we emphasize is that they do that by building a sealed pit latrine.
Well, the sealed pit latrine, that was something that the Red Cross come and tell us about. So we start collecting the material. Well, that was the thing for we to do, collect material and our labor. They train us how to do it. That's one thing I like, with the Red Cross. They don't really come and tell just how to do it. They show us how to do the thing. It's important because now the seal latrines now, flies, rats, right? And other insect, they can't go in.
The project is also working in 19 schools in the region, mainly promoting hygiene knowledge and practices and helping when needed with water and sanitation facilities rehabilitation.
We were trained to do the hygiene session. They also gave us materials to work with. I can see that there's a big difference. These children actually go back to their home and they educate their parents. They also tell elders in the community as they go along.
If you're going to have sustainability, you must build capacity. We train the health workers, the teachers, the volunteers. The training is aimed to inform, to motivate. It's to equip persons with the necessary skills to sustain them so that they will be able to carry it on.
I feel much more confident in myself because he doesn't go about working along with the field staff. I take out the same what I learn in my community into other communities.
We probably had not had enough knowledge in knowing what is the difference between clear water and safe water, because we really thought clear water was actually safe water. But since Red Cross came in, they have educated us a great deal. Of course, we have learned also to build a good trestle for water tanks, to install the gutters and so on. Because for me and the residents, we didn't have no kind of a knowledge. We will try our best to manage what we have been given, to ensure that whenever something is going down, like for instance gutters falling apart, from a village council level, we will try to have funding that we can reinstall, and that we don't lose it from here, we try to maintain it.
This program with the Red Cross links well with the Millennium Development Goals, and in particular in addressing sustainable access to safe drinking water and basic sanitation. This is part of a larger EU program, the Water Initiative. This project has focused on practical solutions that can be easily maintained by the local community. And this gives me confidence in believing that the project will be sustainable.
Over 4 years, the project benefited 7,000 people. More than 750 rainwater harvesting systems were implemented, and around 500 sealed pit latrines were built or improved. The project also impacted 3,800 pupils within 19 schools in the region.
Well, I feel happy with my children and every one of them. So that we can't go far. We can't go far no more for fetch water. So we feel so happy with this black tank.
Comparing to now and them years ago, people used to suffer, and a lot of children died from diarrhea and these other things, right? But today, everybody all right. Look at the children, right?